Hello Gemini, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This is your weekly reading for November 11th to the 17th. We're going to get right into your reading. We're going to start with your energies, and they will be all your incoming energies. And then we will do a 9-card spread just to get some more messages about those incoming energies as well. So Gemini, please keep in mind, this is a general reading. Take the parts that resonate and leave the rest. If it does resonate, please leave comments. It helps me to connect with your energy, and I really do appreciate the time that you take out of your busy schedule to comment. So thank you so much. All right, Gemini, let's get these incoming energies. Spirit angels, guides for the beautiful sign Gemini. What are the incoming energies that you would like to share for this week? Well, that's a lovely card to come up for you, Gemini. Happy success. There you go. All right. Looks like some good things are on the horizon for you here. Lovely energies. We've got number 8, consciousness, happy success. And number 2, cycle, status quo. We will get into those in just a moment. We're going to start with the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is your current energies, and it's the energy that you're bringing into this week. So let's see what those are. We've got 3 cards here. So we've got number 8, intention, discovery, discovering something new. So I think you've discovered something new, some sort of clarity. It's almost like a light bulb moment, maybe a new idea, some sort of new financial opportunity. Maybe you've discovered something new about connections around you, but there's something that you have discovered, and you are really in a transformational period right now. Number 5, cycle. So you are going through a transformation, and that could be because, the transformations that are taking place have opened up your eyes to more opportunities that create a new path for you. It looks like a path that is going to bring you an increase. Increase does not always have to be financial. However, I know a lot of us would love it to always be financial, but it can also be the increase in our emotions. It can be the increase in our optimism, how we feel about our goals, setting ambitious goals. You're increasing so much energy around you in a positive way that it's bringing about more opportunities. So again, that's number 3, cycle. So this is beautiful. This transformation has been a very powerful transformation for you, and it really has helped you to discover what your incredible potential is and how to go about achieving it. Lovely energies for you, Gemini. So the incoming energy here, we've got this number 8, consciousness, happy success. Of course, we're going to start feeling successful. It's successful in many different areas of your life because, again, you've discovered something new, and you're going with the flow of what the universe is, the messages that the universe is sending to you. So if transformations are something that is necessary in your life right now, you're not blocking them. You're not pushing that away. You're not pushing that energy in any way away. You're bringing and welcoming it in. And this is what's bringing you this happy success. Number 2, cycle, status quo. For some of you, status quo, maybe happy success for you is being in a status quo situation, because you can see that everything is just kind of in its place. Everything has a routine. The sun is shining. The water is clear. It's just living your days every single day the same way. But for the others of you, the happy success could be that the cycle is changing, and the transformations that are taking place and bringing a more increase to you is really changing the dynamic of that status quo, and it's maybe bringing in a new discovery, a new light. So now you're feeling a great sense of success because it's venturing you off into new directions. So lovely start to your reading here. So now let's get your 8 cards. The 8 tarot cards. Now, I do 3 rows, but all of these are your incoming energies. It's basically is telling a story with all 3 rows. All right, so let's see here. That one wanted to fall out. I'm going to put it back because we haven't really started yet. The King of Wands, this is your great sense of determination to really go with the flow of life. It's like you're ready to take action. You're not sitting back and waiting for opportunities to come around. I think you're seeking them out. This is why you are in that discovery phase, discovering so many new opportunities because you're putting yourself out there. All right, Spirit Angels Guides. For the beautiful sign Gemini, we're going to get all 9 cards, and then we're going to start with each row. So let's get this first row and find out what is happening. What are the messages, incoming messages for the beautiful sign Gemini? There we go. Your own sign just came up there. All right, so let's start here. We've got this, this and this, this and this. We've got that one. All right, and then I will read them. I'm going to just read them what you have so far. We've got the 10 of Wands, very much Sagittarius energy. We've got the 3 of Cups, very much Cancerian energy. The 6, which is the Lovers, Major Arcana, Gemini. This is you showing up in your own reading. We've also got number 13, Death, which is all about transformations. It's all about the end of cycles and new cycles. We've got number 4, the 4 of Coins in the center of your reading. We've got number 2, the High Priestess, another major arcana. And then we've got the 8 of Swords. All right, let's get 2 more cards to complete this row, and then we are going to concentrate on that first row, and we're going to clarify each card to get a better understanding of what the messages are that are coming through for the week. There we go, and there we go. 3 of Swords, and then the 8, which is the Strength, Leo energy. All right, with the center of the reading being the 4 of Coins. That is really, 4s are all about our sense of stability. And when the 4 of Coins or 4 of Pentacles shows up in the reading, it shows that you're holding tightly onto the things that you've worked really hard for. I think you're holding on to your vision. You're holding on to your goals tightly. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, sometimes we have to hold on to the things that we've worked hard for because everything in life is just is very intricate. I mean, everything is really can be very challenging. So when we reach some of our goals, you know, we want to hold on tightly as much as we possibly can. But it looks as if you are holding on to something tightly. Sometimes if we hold too tightly, it doesn't allow us to expand our vision. It doesn't allow us to transform. So there could be something, but we'll get more into that when we start clarifying. First row, we've got the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands feeling quite burdened, feeling like the weight of the world maybe is on your shoulders. It could be that you're taking on many different responsibilities in your life right now. You ambitiously want to reach your goals. You want to reach the end of the path, your destination. Sometimes that's hard if we're taking on too many responsibilities, maybe some that aren't aren't ours. So it's about figuring out how to delegate things properly so that you can still retrieve those goals, but feel less burdens along the way. We have the beautiful 3 of Cups here, which is about a celebration, and it's an invitation of some sort. It's as if, you know, there might be, you may have different levels to what you're trying to achieve. And I believe that you are actually reaching the first phase of completion in some sort of goal. And now it's time to celebrate. And then you've got number 6, the Lovers, which of course is the Gemini card. It definitely can be about choice. Lovers doesn't always have to be decisions that we are basing on a love relationship, although it very well can. Maybe you are feeling some sort of burdens in a relationship and you're figuring out how to communicate that or how to delegate the responsibilities within the relationship so that you don't feel so overwhelmed. And with that 3 of Cups, it means that there's a nice relationship there. You know, it is time for celebration, meaning that whatever has been burdening you, you're opening up the doors to better communication and better resolutions. So let's clarify this 10 of Wands. Let's start with that. Wow. 10 of Wands. So you got the Magician. Number 1, very powerful. This can be all about new beginnings as well. Very powerful new beginnings because, again, potential is limitless. It's almost as if, you know, with that infinity sign above the Magician's head, is really showing the possibilities and potential that is out there for you. And you have a lot of tools that the universe is giving you you know, they're messages and saying you have the tools that you need to bring success your way. You do not have to always feel a great sense of burdens. We have to figure out how to release some of those, and you realize that you have a magic and a power within you to be able to set some really, really great intentions for yourself so that you can achieve the goals that you are setting out for yourself. Just know that it is a magical and a very powerful time for you. So you need to use your tools and your power very wisely. Everything for your highest good. You know, set your intentions. Well, our thoughts do become things. So it's really important for you to clear out any clutter in your mind that may be preventing you from reaching those goals. We do have a powerful full moon in Taurus on November 15th. It's a great time to practice those manifesting rituals. Now let's get the Three of Cups, because I do believe this is kind of the first step in your plans, and I think it's kind of like the first celebration of setting your goals and reaching your goals. And you got the Six of Chalices, which is the Six of Cups. I believe that this actually could have a lot to do with great pleasure, happiness, love surrounding you. Again, if you've been feeling any burdens and you've been feeling like there's some decisions that you need to make within a relationship, because maybe, you know, there's always in relationships, sometimes we take on more responsibility than the other person. I feel like you are really working together nicely to come up with solutions, and there is this beautiful celebration. It's almost as if you're uniting on a really nice page here. But the Six of Chalices can be past memories, thinking of the past. It can be people from your past coming back into your life. It's a joyful time. It's a happy time. And it's about allowing your inner child and enjoying life on a new level. By releasing some of those burdens, it allows new beginnings to open up for you and maybe bring some more fun and joy into your life. Maybe things have been just a little bit too serious right now, and it's time to really, you know, think about what brings happiness for you. Let's just move these up. I'm afraid I just want to make sure that you can see them all. All right, so now we're going to clarify your card here, which is the Lover's card. Let's find out what that is. There is some sort of choice. And you got two cards. Wow, beautiful. So it could have to do with marriage for sure. We've got the Hierophant, number 5, Taurus energy, major arcana. We also got the Sun, number 19, most positive card, most abundance of joy, joyful card in all of the tarot deck. So I believe that there is, for some of you, you could be in a partnership, a love partnership that is really a lot of commitment. You're on the same page. Your morals, your values are very much the same. You know, faith is important to you, your spiritual faith, whatever that faith may be, your religion, however that transpires for you, it's very important to you. You're in a sacred union, meaning that this is a very committal relationship, and it brings a lot of happiness. And there's a lot of positivity coming your way. I think that you're learning how to delegate responsibilities within the relationship that brings a lot more sunshine. For those of you that are not in relationships, it's just choices towards your venture. I think that you are very committed to the end goal of what it is you want to create for yourself. And I think there's a lot of creative energy around you and a lot of celebrations. And I believe that everything is really moving in a very positive way for you, hence why we've got this beautiful happy success card. The Sun is all about really bringing that revitalized energy into your everyday and producing positive results. Now in the middle of the middle row, we've got transformations here with the Death card, number 13. These transformations, it's the end of delays as well. So if you found that things have been a little delayed, or if you found that there is cycles maybe, you know, that do have to close so that you can begin the next phase of a project, this is what the Death card is. It's the end of something old, an old energy kind of closing out and a new energy being revitalized. Transformations definitely are taking place for you. We already saw that with your current energies. And the Four of Coins is, I think you are creating a fantastic stability for yourself. And it all comes with your strength, your inner willpower, and your motivation to really keep moving towards the end goal. I do think you hold on tightly to certain things in your life, and maybe what you're holding on tightly to is your partnerships, your commitment levels to whether it is a new project that you're doing or whether it is a relationship. It's different for each of you. But the fact that you hold on tightly to that shows your commitment level. But there are some things in life that we do have to release. And for you, it could be some of your thought processes. And we'll get into that when we get into the third row. Number 2, High Priestess. This is very much Piscean energy. The High Priestess is your intuition, your connection to the spiritual world, and I think that you do have a you've got a way about you. I'm running out of words here. A way about you that just can feel the energy. You can feel even within you, your own inner wisdom is what helps give you guidance. And I think that, you know, right now your intuition is very heightened, and I think it's what really does give you the guidance you need to help create that magical abundance that's around you and all the new beginnings that are happening for you. Sometimes, you know, it's our intuition really helps guide us too as to the things that we need to release in our lives and the things that we need to hold tightly into our life. So, I mean, really, taking the High Priestess seriously at this point in your life for this week is really going to help you with the transformations that are taking place. All right, let's get the Death card. Let's find out what's happening with this Death card. End of a cycle, the beginning of something new. And you got the Four of Wands. So again, you know, the transformations that are taking place in your life are bringing you a lot of happiness. For some of you, it could be that you've decided that it's time to move. Maybe you're selling your home. You're ready to plant roots somewhere else. You're ready to end a certain phase of your life and open up something new. For some of you, it could be that you are buying your first home. Absolutely. It could be that you're just moving to the next level. Could be the purchase of a business. Again, this is a happy celebration card. It is again a number 4. So I think that there's a lot of stability around the decisions that you are making at this time, but it definitely calls for celebration here. Let's find out with this Four of Coins. And that wanted to come out quickly. It's the Two of Pentacles, which is the Two of Coins. Juggling things. And I think this is why you hold on to things so tightly, is because you always feel like you're sort of in that back and forth or teeter-totter mode. For some of you, you could be balancing jobs. You could be balancing your finances, trying to bring in more income. So you're holding on tightly to as much as you possibly can. Because you've been finding like things have been teeter-tottering where money has been going out. So, you know, if money's going out and money isn't coming in, you know, you're doing that balancing act. The Two of Pentacles is all about, you know, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be in that balancing act, making sure that our relationships, our friendships, our family relationships are all balanced with our work life. And sometimes that can really burden us, right? And that gives us that 10 of Wands. So it's about a matter of really trying to figure out how to balance your life to bring happiness as well, because in the midst of all of the hard work that you're doing and this balancing act that you're trying to do in your life, you have to also remember that you have to have some fun in life. So it can't always be about hard work. It has to be about balancing out the fun as well. And make sure that you release some, like, don't hold so tightly onto all of the things that you need and require financially. And I'm not saying that isn't important, it is, but it's about finding that true balance so that you're also having fun in the midst of it all as well. High Priestess, let's find out. Your intuition, I think, is really heightened right now, and I think that you should be using your inner guidance to help you with choices that you're being faced with. And you got the Hermit, which is number 9. I actually like seeing these two cards together. I really feel like you are on a spiritual quest to really find answers. And I think that is what has a lot to do with the fact that in your current energies, you're in this discovery mode where you're really trying to discover new things. Whether, you know, and of course, what you're discovering could be things about yourself, how you can do some inner growth. It could be about discovering, you know, how to get yourself out there more, finding jobs, finding more lucrative ways to earn money. It's going to be different with each of you. But I feel like you're on a spiritual quest here, looking for some inner wisdom to help give you some guidance, because you've got a lot of things happening and transforming for you. And you are moving out of this status quo energy into this very happy, successful energy, which is increasing things for you. So it might be a little faster paced than maybe you're used to, and you want to make sure that you're on the right track. Sometimes that takes a little bit of deep inner soul searching to figure out what the best path is for you. And use your spiritual guidance, because your angels are there to assist you and to show you that you're not alone here. And they're giving you the reassurance so that you know that you are, you know, coming up with really great plans to execute what it is you want for your life. So it's actually a very good time for you to actually do some of that deep soul searching. When you're ready, you will come down from that mountain when you feel that you've have that light shining within you. And when that light is shining, you will be able to discover what your path is. All right, we've got the Eight of Swords here, which very well can be Gemini energy. It's feeling trapped because, again, you're holding on tightly to a lot of things in your life. You might be sort of balancing things in your life. And sometimes it's our thoughts, it's over analyzing things. It's thinking of things to a level that makes you feel as if you're not free. And it's all in your mind, right? It's our thought process. It's our mindset. So we've got to figure out how we shake that energy out of you, so that you don't feel that way anymore. The Eight of Swords is not trapped in any way, just in the mind. The Three of Swords, something that you found was disappointing. Now, it could have been that maybe you're in the midst of a job change. You could be in the midst of something that is changing for you, and it's the healing process here with the Three of Swords. Yes, you're feeling a little bit withdrawn. You're feeling a little bit sad that things didn't work out the way that you thought that they were going to be. It could be that you were feeling, that you're feeling very trapped. And finding it hard to move forward because you're trying to figure out what that path is because of something that has disappointed you in some way. But you have the strength here because the 8, the strength card, Leo energy, you're taking the situation and you're running with it. You're figuring out what you need to do to heal your energy, and you are trying desperately here. What your best course of action is to try and unblock whatever it is that you feel is holding you back from your healing. So let's find out with the Eight of Swords for Gemini. And you got the Eight of Pentacles. So 8 and 8, look at that, 2 8s right there. So it does have something to do with your work. You could be feeling a little bit like your hands are tied. Maybe you're wanting to move forward within a job, and you're feeling a few restrictions. You do pay close attention to the details. So your hard work doesn't get unnoticed. Your hard work really shows your dedication. And the Eight of Pentacles is really starting to make some really good income here. He's really starting to do very well for himself because he has dedicated himself to his work and he takes a lot of pride with it. But there is something in your mind that's blocking you, or it's preventing you from taking that next step. So, you really have to evaluate and think about what it is that is preventing you from that next step. Let's find out what this Three of Swords is, because it's very interesting to see this Three of Swords amongst all these beautiful cards. Feeling like something just has been disappointing. Okay, it looks like you're walking away from something here. So with the Eight of Chalices, you're walking away from a situation. You're finally feeling the healing energies of something that disappointed you. Disappointments can be in any areas of your life. It doesn't always have to be love. It can be anything. It could be even something minor that you were just really hoping that it was going to bring you the success that you were looking for, and it emotionally isn't meeting the needs. So you have decided to find your strength. And that strength is what's giving you the inner willpower to move in a whole new direction. I think that you're ready to plant seeds. For some of you, you really could be changing your job. Maybe it is the end of a job and the beginning of a new job. You felt that in your old job you were trapped because you weren't able to move forward, or there were no promotions available, and that was very disappointing to you. So you are walking away from an energy and you are planting seeds for something that you feel is really going to really grow prosperous for you. The seeds that you planted are already starting to root, like they're already rooted, and you can see that the vine is already starting to grow. So the plans that you've been making, you can now see that your ships are not far in the distance, that things are actually starting to roll in for you. I want you to keep in mind that this last row here, you've got 8, 8, 8, 8. You've got 4 8s. And I believe that those 8s really are it is sort of that gateway to things starting to roll in for you. Let's get the Strength card. So 8 is a number that you want to keep in mind because you did get a lot of them. And then you got the King of Wands, which I think a lot can really be a lot of your energy. And we have to remember when we were doing the first grouping of cards, the King of Wands is what flew out. It was the very first card that flew out, and then I put it back. I believe that this is your energy right now because you have a great sense of determination to keep on your path. Even though during the course of this path, there could be some pitfalls, and maybe there are some roadblocks. I mean, that Three of Swords could be a roadblock, and you just have to bounce back. You have to say, okay, that's not working. I'm going to plant a different seed. I'm going to go in a new direction. I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to heal from that energy, and I'm going to move on to the next part of my plan. So you're continuously keep moving. And that's what that King of Wands is doing. It's very fiery energy. Again, very much Leo. You've got a lot of Leo energy, and it's like taking charge, people are seeing you in a whole new way too. So it's almost as if you are letting people see what drives you and what motivates you to create your own success. So beautiful energies for you, Gemini. Let's get your animal spirit card. So let's find out what your animal spirit card is as we move through the week. What would you like to share? Spirit, angels, guides, what is the message you would like to share with Gemini? And you got the snow leopard, self-reliance. So you are strongly independent and often solitary. And that could be right now, especially with the Hermit card. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition. This is very much these. And let your life unfold in silent perfection. Absolutely. Don't be deterred by, things that might not fall into play the way that you were anticipating them to do so. Walk away from it right away and move on to the next part of your plan. I think that that's where you are going to hold your strength. This is what shows your true passion, your true determination. So you are the snow leopard. Beautiful. All right, let's get some angel messages to tie the reading together. So let's see what your angels would like to share with you as we begin to close out the reading. We'll close out the reading with your with your angel number. So let's find out. Let's find out what the messages are. There we go. We got 3 really beautiful messages here. And the first one, look at that. You are a visionary. Number 1 magician, Archangel Raziel. This is the message that Raziel has for you. You can manifest the life you want. Absolutely. We started with the magician. You will need, what you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. You are on the road to much increase in your life. Allow things to unfold where they may. If things need to close, if cycles need to close out because they're no longer working for you, allow them to close out and move on to the next stage. There's a lot of successful beginnings coming your way. The Queen of Ariel, so she's mature, practical, generous, and happy. Very grounded in her energy. So she's earthly energy. So nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. And I think that you're getting a lot of wise advice from taking some time out with that Hermit card as well. And then the last card you got was the Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships, so definitely for some of you, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. And you are getting a lot of spiritual insights this week. I think that is what is really going to help guide you towards achieving the next part of your plan. You are really in an ambitious mode right now, and you're just going full speed ahead, and it's beautiful energy for you, Gemini. All right, so remember 8 is definitely a very important number. I also want you to keep in mind you've got 3 aces. All right, 3 aces. That's a lot of aces, a lot of new beginnings happening for you. Spirit, angels, guides. And the card you got was, look at this, 1331, good fortune. Unbelievable reading for you. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. That's that self-reliance that you have with the snow leopard. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. Wow, 1331. And if you add those numbers together, it is the number 8. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that it makes sense. Please let me know. I appreciate it. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.